cruiser.
Can you explain why?
Well, he's motivated for the food, heavily motivated for the food, so I can teach him. First thing I taught him, no e-collar or anything. In this room, you get on that bed, you get fed, right? I made a reward history there where he's smart enough to know if I get on that bed, I get fed. So now what I do is I get him off the bed, I turn the e-collar pressure on, at like a 10, something he feels, so it's not overwhelming. Say place, guide him on the bed, feed him. Now he's starting to learn that when I say place and he feels the e-collar pressure, that cues him to get on the bed to get fed. So you can see he's motivated enough to figure out what I'm laying down as the puzzle to get the reward. So it's going very fast. It's going to be very fast, significantly faster. Now, again, if your dog's not food motivated, you can go back and watch that video because you can get the same thing, but it might take a little longer. Break. So now he just wants to figure out how to get the food, so he's cooperative. He wants to go back to the bed. I need to teach him it's the word place and the e-collar pressure. Place. Good. So I predict by the end of this session, 10 minutes from now, I'm going to be sending him to place from across the room. Break. Good boy. Place. Good. The reason it's so clear, like we said in other videos, is because the e-collar pressure is on until he gets on the bed. And when he gets on the bed, it turns off, and I mark it with a good and feed. So this is information. This is the information he's paying attention to. He's continuing to travel until this go turns off, and he knows that marks that he's in the right spot. Break. So we're relying on the e-collar to give the information. Of course, if he needs the leash, yes, we go to the leash. Place. Good. So it's kind of a different way of teaching. Good. If you're not familiar with this style of teaching, it's very fast. And the end result of the first session allows you to hold them accountable with a tool that is off leash, so it's really nice. Break. Good. Place. Good. The only thing I had to do is let him know that the e-collar was related to the command and the reward of the food. He's now seeing this as part. He's seeing this pretty much as leash guidance. Okay? Break. Good boy. Trying to put a pause because he wants to go to the place like this where the food is produced. Sit. Good boy. Place. Good. Good. So a dog like this is very easy to train. His struggles are going to be different. His struggle is going to be impulse control and remaining calm under distractions. He's not going to struggle with learning at all. Good boy. Break. People with smart dogs always say, man, they pick up on things fast. They just only listen when they want to. And that's true. Because if you don't have a way to hold them accountable for not listening, your dog gets figured out that he doesn't have to because he's smart. Sit. Good. Place. Good boy. Look at that face right before he eats it. Snarls. Break. Break. Now let's have some fun. Okay? Let's have some fun. Let's start seeing what you know, bud. With a dog like this, you can really up the challenge. Sit. Place. Good. Break.
Could you, as you say, break on the ground?
Yes, you can, yeah, absolutely. It's probably a good thing to do. Break. Make it smoother. And then I feel like I can get somewhere pretty far with him today. Break. Right, that's a good idea. Thank you, Jules. Keep him moving. Place. Good. So every time I say place, as soon as I, ooh, that was my fault. As soon as I start to say the word place, I turn on the e-collar pressure. Soon, I'm gonna actually be waiting a second in between turning it on. After I say the word place, I'll wait a second, then turn it on if he hasn't started complying already. To teach him that he can avoid the pressure, but also to make sure he understands what the word means separate of the pressure, okay? Because sometimes you can get them reliant on just the e-collar pressure, but they don't understand the word. So, and vice versa, sometimes they understand the word, but they don't understand the e-collar pressure. We need to make sure he understands both. Break. So Julie's idea of throwing that on the floor there gave him motivation of getting off the bed too, so we can get a little more fluent here. Place. Good. I'm not worried about him getting off the bed at this point. Good. I just want to teach him to get on the bed. Man, these treats are so small I can't do the trick here, so I end up doing this. Get your fingers. Break. Sit. Good. Sit. Good. Place. Good. Still thinking. It's good. Good. Break. Good. Place. Good. Break. Good. Place. Good. So I found a little bit of a rhythm here. Break. Place. Good. Sit. Good. Break. Place. Thinking. Good. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Break. Place. Good. So he's having an easier time going from this side because I've done more reps on this side. So we'll focus on this side now. Break. Okay. We're gonna clean this up. It's just a quick way to teach. Place. Good. Break. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Place. Good. So that was the first one without e-collar pressure. Good boy. When I do turn on e-collar pressure now, it's going to be higher. So I'll start at like let's say 17. Break. Okay. Sit. Good. Place. Sit. Good. Want to at least sit on that place bed, not just stand. Break. Remember, if your dog, is having trouble, you shorten that leash up, okay? You shorten the leash up, and you literally walk them through every step. You get close to the bed, you have them sit. You've seen it on our other video. Then you turn on the e-collar pressure and say place and guide them. Place, all the way. Good, and then you feed here, okay? This is how you do it when they are first starting. Break, right? And slowly I want to give more leash so he can make error, so he can start thinking more. Place. Good. So see, he's thinking he's thinking out for himself. Good. Break. Good. All right, good job. Let's try it from here. Set. This is getting a little too easy, so I'm gonna have to move the bed. Place. That's without e-collar pressure, okay? This I don't mind right now. Place. The fact that he understands that when I say the word place, he goes over and gets on the bed is huge, considering it's only been like 10 minutes. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Now I can start tightening up. Break. Okay, so we know he understands the word on its own. We also know he understands what to do with the e-collar pressure if he needs it. So now we move the bed. See what happens now. Place. Good. Smart dog. Good boy. Good smart boy. Break. Good boy. Sit. Boy. Smart boy. Place. Good. You know your dog's doing good if the leash is getting in the way. Break. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. So now we need to teach him. The boundary of not getting off the bed. Right? Break. Sit. Now, I want to be clear that I'm allowing this slightly aroused state for learning because he's doing so well learning, he's motivated for the food. That is not going to carry on into the future, okay? I'm not going to have him go through training like that, although that looks nice. That's not real world, right? If I'm trying to bring him out in public and when he's sitting and stuff, it's no good. Right now, during the teaching phase, I'm making a trade-off. I'm trading the extremely calm, relaxed state for speed. I'm using the food to speed up the training. So I'm literally getting this done like in half the time because he wants to earn the food. Now, once he learns the skills and he understands them 100%, food goes away. It's only for teaching. I'm not gonna then continue to reward him for doing something he already knows. We only use it to teach the skill, to help them through. We can also use rewards to help them through situations that are new to them. But when they know the situation, they know the skill that they've been taught, they know what's expected of them, they understand the consequence, no more foods for rewards. They're just doing it because. And if you need an analogy, a way to think of it is when you're a kid in kindergarten, when you do the right thing, when you work and you clean up after yourself, you get a golden star. You maybe even get an allowance. When you get an adult, people aren't patting you on the back for doing the dishes. You're just supposed to do it. So that's how we do it. We're using the rewards to help him learn, but as soon as he's got the skills, they go away. You can transfer it, instead of using food, you can use praise and a little bit of affection, like an adult dog should be receiving. An adult dog shouldn't be receiving a gold star and a bunch of food every time they sit. Okay? It's just not gonna help anybody. Okay? Sit. And this guy is going to be an adult very soon, right? He's a little over a year. Sit. So we have to teach him how to be. And all this stuff, like the lack of focus, that's gonna come in more. The focus is gonna be, he's gonna be more focused once I start getting to corrections, okay? Place. Good. And now he has to learn that he can't set him up to get off, and then the e-collar pressure turns on. I say no, turn on the e-collar pressure, guide him back on, pressure turns off. Looks like he might just walk off, so that's why I'm just gonna stand here. No. Good. I went to a corrective level, mild, 25. Say we're working them at a 10. The 25 is 15 plus, and it worked good. I didn't go too high because he hasn't had a correction for getting off the placement yet, so I'm actually teaching him about corrections as well. Good. So he learned something there. It's very obvious that he learned something there. Good. Smart dog. Break. Good boy. Now you can eat it. Clean up, buddy.